10 years from now, like when I was in high school, I used to like tell myself like, I used to always like stress about like knowing where I'm gonna be in the future. But I honestly don't know. I feel like my life changes so much. Like my wants change so much. Like I don't know. I want to do so many things. So I honestly have absolutely no fucking idea where I would be 2 years from now. Like I don't know. I don't know. I feel like yeah, I have no clue. Yeah, we'll see. Hi, I'm Lix, and you're watching Mom Lover TV. I'm from Houston. Well, it's kind of a long story, but we're gonna make it nice and sweet. I when I was like first started making music, I used to go by the name Laya, like Lia. And so when when I first started making music, it was like random and I wasn't really expecting to start rapping because I started like, doing random shit, making beats on GarageBand and shit like that. So when I did actually start rapping, I figured I had to like, I don't know, like reinvent myself. So I changed my name from Malaya to Lix, and I replaced the A with the X, and the X stands for like no identity, So it's like, yeah. So that's where Lix comes from. I never saw myself doing music like ever in life, so it was really random. But it literally started with me like being bored one day and getting on my phone and making like beats on GarageBand, and then one day I just randomly like rapped like Lil Kim over like one of my beats, and then I ever since then I like kind of like started rapping. I don't know, like the next day I like wrote like my own song and shit like that, and then I just got into it. I don't know. My favorite song by me, I don't know. I well, every time I make a new song, it becomes my favorite. So it's probably gonna be like my latest drop, which was "Kiss My Kitty." So that's probably my favorite song right now. Even though "Want This Love" is like a fucking classic. So I mean, I don't know. Probably yeah. I'm gonna say the new song. I'm gonna say the new song. So "Kiss My Kitty." Musicalize, Pharrell, Frank Ocean, and Tyler Creator. Hell yeah. Definitely Pharrell. Well, lately I've actually been trying to learn how to work quicker because usually so my producer is Antho, so usually our process is really long. We're used to working like in the house and being on our own time and not necessarily being like in an actual studio. So we can take our time and just work like as slow as we want and, just do whatever. So I think that I would say we pretty much just like run through sounds. He builds the beat, and while he's building onto the beat, I'll write to it while he's doing that. And then he'll just loop it and we'll play it, and then we'll build it as we're like recording and things and going through everything. We'll just build on it. So that's pretty much how we do things. And I never freestyle. I always like write because I suck at freestyle. Well, see, when I first started like actually like toying around with making music, I was experimenting with different types of music because I've always kind of listened to I never really listened to like house or alternative like growing up, cause my I don't know, my people didn't really like, my people don't really listen to music like that, so I didn't really listen to things like that growing up. Um, I actually, who really got me like into house and got me I don't know, just like on that wave was really Anthem, my producer. He got me on that shit big time. But yeah, he definitely was who influenced my music for the most part. Really before I met Anthem, I was really more so on like I was about to get into like punk rock music. So like yeah, he kind of like influenced me to go in a different direction. Yeah. Yeah, I still want to experiment with rock though. I still want to try. I did like want to. I actually wanted to start a band. Like in high school, I wanted to start a band so bad. My friend, his name was Zoe. He was actually cool with Rick because he used to work with Univerge, and he I was like, I hit him one day and I was like, hey, like asking him if he knew any like guys who play guitar. And he put me on to Oscar, and I reached out to him. I was actually supposed to go and see him like play one time, but I didn't end up going. Yeah, when I was like in high school and shit. But yeah, but I do want to get into rock though. But yeah, Anthos got me into house. Hell yeah, I appreciate him a lot. I'm gonna say Kid Cudi. I really could have said Kid Cudi when you guys asked me who I wanted to work with musically, because I would want to work with him. But I feel like growing up, it was definitely be Kid Cudi. He had the biggest influence on me musically. Yeah, it like A Speeding Bullet to Heaven is the like album that made me want to get into punk rock, like, cause that shit was just so great. Like I took an acid trip and I just listened to it the whole time, and it was just like I was like, okay, like yeah, this is the one. Yeah. So Kid Cudi. Being a mom is like kind of like you just learn as you go. So it's a lot of things that I like. If you were to ask me, I have no idea how I would answer it. But some advice I would give to him. Mm, it really depends on his person, like how he, grows to be. But I would say I don't want to sound like cliche or like head ass, but I would tell him to always have faith, never lose faith. That's advice I would give to him. I feel like that's decent advice, good advice. Hi, once again, I'm Lix, and thanks for watching my interview on Mom Lover TV. Bye.